The fourth thing that pops up that I see is very problematic, especially for people doing themselves, is the affidavit of support. And this goes to the public charge rule, the idea that they don't want you to be a foreign person coming here and not being able to take care of yourself. So in a marriage green card case, typically the U.S. spouse, either the green card holding spouse or U.S. citizen spouse, whichever it is, they have to show they make enough money, and if they don't, they have enough assets, or if not, they have a person that's in America, either a green card holder or U.S. citizen, that could do the support. And I found that for people doing it on their own, this is the most complicated part. The form is not well designed, doesn't read well, it's very confusing, and even USCIS officers many times will confuse it and send you an RFE, a request for evidence, wanting the same documents you already sent in. You'll be confused, like, why do they do that? Well, it's a very confusing document the way it's written. It could be made better, but in the last 20, 30 years, it has not. So we got to work with what we got to work with. And so what I find is people, either they don't have the finances to support their spouse and they submit a case and it gets denied, or they have it, but it's just not properly done or not properly understood by the reviewer. So that's why we get in and make sure, we're covered in the beginning before we start anything, because the last thing we want to do is start a case that's going to go nowhere. That doesn't make any sense. And so we want to go in strong and be prepared to have responses for everything that's going on, especially if you're going to use assets or a joint sponsor, or if you have business income, you own your own business. The easiest way for them to understand and to do it is if you're employed, you're getting a regular paycheck in the United States, you're a W-2 employee in the United States. That's very easy to understand. But if you're self-employed and you take business income, that throws a lot of problems in there. If you're using assets, like you have money in the bank or you have a lot of cars or houses, that gets complicated. And then if you're going to add a joint sponsor, that adds another level of complexity. Sometimes you'll want to use the assets and money of the foreign person. That is possible at times, but that has complications as well. Again, I don't want to go into too much detail on this stuff because it's going to create its own video, but the financial portion not being in check is the fourth reason, one of the five reasons that I see people have major issues that lead to denials of their marriage-based green card. I hope you enjoyed this educational video. We have a second channel with much more information as well at JQK Immigration Clips. Please check that out. Also, you'll find our social media site has a lot more videos, images, and information about the U.S. immigration process. Please check those out on the various social media websites.